be setting and shit. And I want to do one quick scene elsewhere before we pop back and have our friend Nobody wake up or whatever you guys want to do at the tower. So I think we fade up on the outside of the of the silver ballroom, and
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that guy slash girl. Yeah.
I've had this fun. I've just been waiting for enough time to pass for me to do it. Like in game, like holy shit.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, I
I
know.
told
it's
you I
really
wasn't
funny.
optimistic.
Yeah, I'm not, I overestimated. Maybe in the next month we'll get there.
About
So
3 sessions from now.
yeah.
Right?
So there's a couple cars pull up. They're in pretty good condition for cars of for the city. They're about in as good a condition as Leon's truck is, which is saying something. Nobody has nobody just not just anybody has cars, and not just anybody has cars that are this nice. And out steps a face that we, the audience, have never seen before, followed by about 3 people dressed in light armor with guns on their waist or on their hips. The person who seems to be leading is a male, and then they have 3 goons, and 2 are a male and 1's a girl. And they enter the ballroom without knocking. And Saffron, you see Ill and a couple of his goons. What does Ill look like? What do we see?
Is that 3?
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah, he
three.
has 3. Yeah, a couple.
It's
Few.
no, it's totally 3. The name.
Yeah, I thought it was just I.
Oh, it's 3?
Yeah, it's
I thought it was
3.
Ill.
No.
Okay. I. Fuck.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
3
Roman
Roman
numerals.
numerals.
You just screwed my plans, man.
Oh, was he supposed to be ill?
No, it was no.
Quick, take him to the hospital.
Demon knows. Demon knows.
Yeah, it's funny.
So
Um,
whatever.
okay, I'm sure Abondo is doing something as well.
God, shit! You ruined all my plans.
You
Fine.
can call him ill.
No, I don't really care. I just had a whole ill. No, I'm kidding. I walks in. Whatever the fuck you want to call him. I don't really know. And he has his goons. What do you do?
Saffron.
You see Abondo like walk up to him, but he's a little bit like yeah, I'm used to this asshole barging in here, but oh shit, he has guns this time. He usually doesn't come in here with some people with guns.
Yeah, and Saffron's feeling about the same. She grabs her wicked blade, and it's like, gentlemen and lady, how can I help you?
It's like, the lead guy, he like looks at Abondo and he's like, do you mind calling off your dog so we can have a conversation?
Like, you want yours to step outside as well?
I don't really think that would be fair. Then you would have the upper hand.
Like, you come bursting into my establishment, you're gonna deal with my people. Now, Abondo, we don't need to scare this young man.
Abondo like steps down a bit.
But you can't expect me to just get rid of him.
Fair enough. Then let's have our conversation here, I suppose. Unless you're going to invite me in for a drink.
Aren't you already inside?
He's just deadpan, not really amused. Look, I'm here to offer you a business proposition.
What is it this time?
So, the female goon like smiles a bit, and like one of the guys like elbows her, like fucking cut it out. It's supposed to look tough. And the lead guy, whose name I don't want to keep saying, is because it's just awkward.
Just call him
Weird
3.
name. 3? Okay, whatever. He he's like, my boss has sent me to negotiate a partnership of sorts.
Yes, well, I'm listening. And I think she's at this point kind of doing the thing where she flips her butterfly knife, except they're scissors, but she has started to flip it around.
Basically, it's very simple. If you want to keep your establishment running, you will give me and my associates half your barter, and you will allow us to have some extra invites so we can have some extra ears.
I think Saffron's look as like, I can let your boss in. Maybe even a friend or two of hers. She's like, I don't even know. Would she know?
She wouldn't know.
People don't know who's in charge of Black Sludge? Okay. It's like,
Well, I mean,
does she
there's-
not know that this guy's a representative of Black
no,
Sludge?
you know he's a representative of Black Sludge, but you don't know how high up necessarily he is. There's implied fact that he's pretty fucking important, and that there's not many people as important as he is, and who the fuck would be in charge of him? So there's implied thing like, oh, this guy has a boss?
I see.
And he's getting sent to do this type of work? Must be pretty fucking important to whoever's in charge.
So that was like, or Saffron. I think she looks at him and she's like, you, I think even, and your boss, you can come tomorrow night. You'll have to dress appropriately, of course.
I thought it
And-
was 2 nights.
Did we not? Okay, yeah, it is. I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was-
still the same night that Leon was there.
Oh, I still have to go and tell them about that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But none of this nonsense about taking half the money. If you want some of the profits, you're gonna have to bring something to the table. I'll get you in, and that's a lot. You will have anyone that you need to talk to will be there.
He's just kind of looking at you, like waiting for you to stop talking. We are bringing something to the table, Miss Saffron. We are allowing you to keep your business operational.
She will, I guess, read the situation.
Good plan.
Nice. So I have to ask all three up front. Which enemy is the biggest threat?
The dude in the middle. Behind him, there's 3 guys. The guy behind him, like directly behind him, he's scary. He can shoot a gun better than the other ones. He's staying silent. He's the one not messing around. Of the other goons behind him, he's the biggest threat.
Which
Decide to
enemy is most vulnerable to me?
Um, Probably the girl.
And guess what's the best escape route?
Do you have a back exit?
Yeah.
Then you know it.
Okay. So I get to take +1 when I act on those answers. And I say, I don't think that's how it works, and I am going to try to I guess I'm just kind of like walking forward towards them a little bit more, trying to like get us like, a good talking distance.
He makes no move to get any closer to you. He just stands in the entrance. There's like a long coat on, and he's just like standing there, looking very bored with the whole situation.
Yeah, so I get, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet away or something, and I'm like, this establishment is going to stay open, whether or not your bosses allow it. I think she kind of sneers at bosses. Now, I'm perfectly willing to give you guys a partnership. But if you think you can come in here and threaten my place of establishment, you've got another thing coming. And now she's going to try to stab the guy who is the biggest threat.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna go try and stab him. Go ahead.
I believe
What's
it's
the-
probably seizing by force.
I have a hard time with the difference between the two, but I would.
Can he fight back?
He has a gun.
Then it is using by force.
Okay. Go ahead and seize.
Nice.
Okay, what are you taking?
Definite hold, suffer little harm.
Definite hold of what?
Um,
His life? His ability to fight?
let's say his life.
Okay.
Suffer little harm, and we'll do impress. Oh well, let's do impress my enemy,
Okay.
or dismay or frighten, but impress really.
So,
Oh, that was with an extra.
how
plus.
much armor, or how much, harm does your weapon do?
It does 2 harm.
Okay, yeah. He, falls down to the ground and is bleeding out, and his friends, look, really, freaked out, and the guy goes to draws his gun first while the girl's still, kind of reacting to it. And they, both eventually pull their weapons out, and...
Yeah, I go to grab the girl and use her as a human shield.
Okay, as you're doing that, 3 just puts his hand up and says, "Enough." And they make to put their weapons down. Are you still going to go after her?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Seize her by force.
And this time I'm just trying to seize her by force.
Yep.
So +3, right? Because I'm acting on your answers.
Yep.
7. Okay, it mattered that time.
Which one do you want?
We'll do suffer little harm and take definite hold of it.
Okay. So yeah, you don't take any harm. And you definitely have hold of her. And 3 is just looking at you, and the guy's pointing his gun at the ground, but looks like he doesn't want to be doing that, and looks kind of twitchy. And 3's like, "Is that entirely necessary, Miss Saffron?" And for the first time in most of your dealings with him, you actually hear some edge of emotion in his voice. He seems not happy.